All right, boys, we're going to be in our drawing notes. We're going to start on page 1 and then go to page 2. So starting at the top over here, we're going to look at our skills review on solving proportions. Now remember, when we're solving proportions, we are going to cross multiply. So remember to cross multiply. So we're going to do 20 times 12, x times 4. So we have 40x is equal to 240. Now we got to get this x alone, so we're going to divide out the 40 on both sides. Because whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So x would equal 6. 6 times 40 is 240. The next one, we do 3 times 2, 1 times y. 1 times y, we're just going to leave that as y because it's going to be the same as itself. 3 times 2 is 6. Number 3, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cross multiply. 4 times 1 is 4, and then 7x. Again, we want that x alone, so we're going to divide it out, and our x is going to equal 12. We're going to do 9 times x, 6 times 6, so we have 9x equals 36. We're going to divide that 9 out, and x equals 4, because 4 times 9 is 36. All right, we're going to be talking about some new vocabulary words today. We're going to start with a scale drawing. So what a scale drawing is it's a drawing with dimensions as split the size of the object. So let's write that down. A drawing with dimensions at a specific ratio relative to the actual size of the object. The ratio of the length in a drawing or model needed, the ratio of length in a drawing or model to the length of the real thing. So it's the ratio of the length in a drawing or model to the length of the real thing. Good. So we're going to do a practice problem trying to find the new size scales, or the scaled side of an object. So Micah made a scale drawing of his bedroom. In his drawing, 1 centimeter represents 2 feet. So 1 centimeter represents 2 feet. What is the actual length of his room? So we're going to write our scale, 1 centimeter to 2 feet. So that was step 1, write the scale. So we're going to be looking at the length on the drawing as the scale side. So this is the scale side, this is the drawing side. So the length on the drawing is 1 centimeter to the actual length of 2 feet. The length on our drawing is 5 centimeters. And we're trying to find the actual length. So we're going to cross multiply. 2 times 5.5 is 11, and 11 equals x. So then Micah's room is 11 feet long. All right, let's go on to the other side. Kelsey is on a road trip and is reading a map that has a scale of 2 inches to 50 miles. Her trip measures 4.5 inches on the map. What will her actual distance for the trip be? So we have our scale of 2 inches to 50 miles. So our length on the drawing, as far as the scale goes, is 2 inches to 50 miles. And on the map, she sees 4.5 inches to her destination. So we're going to be solving for x. So we're going to cross multiply 50 times 4.5, 2 times x. So we have 2x is equal to 225. And because we want this x alone, we're going to divide out the 2. So now our x is going to equal 112.5. So Kelsey's trip is 112.5 miles. Okay, let's look at the last practice problem. Mike is building a model of a classic car, a 67 Chevy Impala, a scale of a 48-inch ratio. The actual length of the car is 213.2 inches. How long will it be? Round to the nearest tenth. So this one's going to throw us for a little bit of a loop because it gave us the actual length and not the scale length. So let's write our scale first, 1 inch to 48 inches. So our scale is 1 inch to 48 inches. And this is the actual length. So the actual length goes on the bottom. So this is going to be 213.2 inches. We want to know the model length. So we're going to have 48 times x and 1 times 213.2. We have 213.2 is equal to 48x. And we want that x alone, so we're going to divide out that 48. And our x is going to equal 4.4. So we know the model will be 4.4 inches long. All right, that's easy as pie. So that was just the beginning of our scale drawing notes.